Good afternoon, everybody. Just real quick, I'd like to call the order of the meeting of the License Commission for the City of Gardner, Tuesday, May 14, 2024 at 4:30. Brief announcement, any person may make a video or audio recording of an open session of the meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium, subject to reasonable requirements of the chair as to the number, placement, and operation of equipment used so as not to interfere with the conduct of the meeting. Any person intending to make such recording shall notify the chair forthwith. All documents referenced or used during the meeting must be submitted in duplicate to the clerk. All documents shall become part of the official record of the meeting. The commission consists of 3 members. A quorum of 2 members is needed for a motion. The ruling for section 14, which is a 1-day license, live with the local commission. Local rulings on violations can be appealed to the ABCC within 5 days of receiving a written decision. Just when approaching the commission, please state your full name for the record and sign the sign-in sheet here. And our agenda this evening is as follows. First, we have the approval of our April 9th, 2024 meeting minutes. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns on the meeting minutes from April 9th?
No.
I don't need to move to accept the minutes from the April 9th meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. Meeting minutes from April 9th is approved. Next is, we go into our hearings. We'll start off with Moon Hill Brewing. This is a 1-day license request for the 3rd annual Meineke Car Show Food Truck Festival to be held on June 9th, 2024. Hey, guys, this? All right. This is the 3rd annual.
Have you done this before?
No.
No. I don't know why I did Thursday anymore.
Has Meineke had car shows before?
Yes,
So
food
there's,
truck, there's added here,
okay.
and I think live music too.
They're expecting 800 people.
I don't hear from you, right?
I was just gonna ask, is there a representative here from Meineke?
I invited them.
So this is a 4-hour event from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Hired security. When you said it, you don't know what this hired security would be, would it? Would it just be a...
Yes, I do. It's some of the guys that we hire for Oktoberfest. I know that's one of them. I think there is. He's hiring 3 or 4.
Okay, so it's going to be on 412 Main Street. This is to benefit the local veterans and St. Jude's Hospital, Children's Hospital. Several food trucks, Ale House Restaurant and Gardner. Several food trucks. Does he do you know, have an estimate of food trucks?
The poster, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Food trucks.
And free ice cream.
Did they have any idea where they're going to park all the vehicles, all the cars?
We've been closing the road, going up the hill,
Pine Street and Washington Street?
Pine Street, Washington, going up. We have been shutting that down, and we have no requirement of detail to ask for the event. There's a good amount of people where it's at.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
we
you've
will
done
have,
this
we
event.
will
Yeah,
have,
we've
a-
been here before.
we will have a detail then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this isn't their first time.
No, this is going to be the first time with the beer garden.
First time of the year.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's the building, so food trucks over here. Okay, so that's like that lower, where it says food truck parking, that's kind of like that lower parking lot right there in the corner of Pine Street. kind of looking at the building and see like the lower parking lot area. The street, okay. If I'm looking at this correctly.
And this is Washington Street over here.
Yeah. And it looks like here, the beer garden area. I think this is it, John. So the beer garden is like basically where his garage doors are.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna come out and that's gonna be roped off in that area. Okay.
They've done a good job in the past, putting it together.
They have.
Alright. Let's see any issues. Do you guys, anyone would like to speak on the matter, this matter? Questions, comments, concerns? No? Okay.
Then I move that we issue the one-day license for the, third, oh, that's right here, third annual car show, food truck festival, for June 9th.
I second it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. So the food truck festival / annual Meineke car show is approved for June 9th from 12 to 4. Station knows you're all right. Certificate out in the serving area, just so that they know. So we're good there. Next on the agenda is Moon Hill Brewing one-day license request. This is for Mackey Lumber's 75th anniversary celebration. And this is to be held on June 13th of 2024.
Congratulations.
Right? 75 years. It's big.
It is big.
And can you just state your name for the record and sign it, Chief?
Yeah, Jim LeBlanc, Mackey Building Service.
Okay.
So you're expecting 600 people?
That's a wishful thinking, I think. Normally, we run around 350 for our events, and we usually have them at the hotels or whatever. Years ago, we used to do the summertime at the Gardner store, the facility there. And we thought, you know what, for 75 years, we should bring it back home and have it there. So,
You're gonna have it in your yard,
yep,
behind the main building?
through the store and in the yard behind the main building.
Do you have the drawing there?
I do.
Okay, so in the back.
Perfect.
And the event is to take place from 5:30 to 9:30, it says.
Correct.
And you'll have, approximately how many personnel will we have there, just?
Workers,
Staff, yeah, making sure there's nobody out.
probably gonna have about 20 anyway.
Okay. And the hours of operation, so you'll be closed during this time?
No, we'll be open, because we have our vendors there. If someone's looking at, say, a Milwaukee tool or something, and they wanna purchase it at that time, we're gonna leave a register open,
Okay,
security at the front door coming and going, and then throughout the yard and the property.
okay,
Our lumber yard, everything else will be closed, but
okay.
something small out of the store is not a big deal.
Okay. Any questions?
Is there a band or anything gonna be there outside anything?
There's a one-man band, I forget the gentleman's name, also playing on the back of the store. We have a little ramp stage out there, and we're just gonna set them up there for a few hours.
Is this open to the public?
It's open to our customers that we deal with, you know, primarily we take care of like the contractors. Being our 75th, I'm kind of opening up a little bit more to, you know, people that come to our store every day and, you know, inviting them this time. So that's why I shot the number high, but I don't think I'm seeing that, you know.
Should be all set. I'll bounce it off the chief about a detail, but I think with people coming and going, it's not gonna be.
Your rear gate's gonna be closed, your yard gates are gonna be closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should be all set.
and we're on the industrial park, so it's kind of a little bit easier, I guess, to navigate that.
Yep.
And you said you're gonna be having entertainment, is that gonna be for the duration of the event?
Yeah, it's more like a background type music. I mean, most of the customers will be inside seeing the vendors, but we just want music playing out back. So, you know, we'll have these guys, you know, somewhere to the right, the guy playing to the left. And
And you don't remember who that was?
I want to say the last name's Malowin.
Oh, Dave Mallon?
That's it, yes.
Any questions? Anybody like to add anything?
I can make a motion to approve this license.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Alright, motion carries, license is approved for Mackey's 75th on June 13th from 5:30 to 9:30.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem, same thing, Stacy. Yep, this is with license. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda is Fitness Concepts, a one-day license request for another cheesy beer run. This is to be held on May 18th, 2024. Oh, that's this weekend.
They're close.
That's coming quick.
Lucky you have a friendly board.
Right, Sarah Brown with Fitness Concept.
All right, thank you. And so this is something that you guys do every year, right? We've
Yeah.
been doing this for, you guys have been doing this for a while. 5K week.
Asian?
And you guys usually have detail, during the event and also along the route? Is
We
that-
have volunteers spread out along the route. We cone off the left side of like sidewalk. It's nicely new paved, so we have nice beautiful sidewalk now. So we'll cone off that going down all the way to Airport Road and back. And then the rest will just be in the park in the back like usual.
Okay.
So all the participants at 21 years and over, you have wristbands for them and stuff?
Yep, we have wristbands and then we'll check IDs at registration and give them a wristband and then we'll check them again at the tent before they can get their beer.
Okay.
Me, Jesse and myself are both tip certified as well.
Perfect. Two of those. And this. Any questions on this? Yeah. Would anybody like to add anything to this? Questions, comments, concerns?
Okay, and I move that we issue the one-day license for Fitness Concepts for their cheesy beer.
I second it.
Cheesy.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, motion carries. License approved for the cheesy beer run on May 18th, 2024 from 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Approximately 250 people.
Is that when you're gonna be serving cheese?
Yes, they get a free cheese stick. Yep.
So,
It's so sad.
the only thing I would ask is just, when you do get your license, just post it in
Oh,
the
of course,
serving
yeah,
area.
on the table.
Yep, for any employees or anything like that, so they know. Okay,
You got it.
good luck, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, okay, here we go. So next we have is, the Lithuanian Club, 2024 seasonal liquor license. And it looks like we're pending an issuance of a 304 certificate. How you doing today? Good. You just sign the sign-in sheet and state your name.
Yeah, I'm Kathy Panagiotis, the treasurer of the Lithuanian.
Okay.
How you doing?
Dave Olshauskas, president of the Lithuanian Club.
All right, so we're here today due to your seasonal. And it looks like if we're, I've kind of read through some of the information here. You had an inspection done and there was a few items that had failed inspection.
Yes.
Where do we stand on the inspection as far as re-inspection? Have they contacted you or has anything been done as far as?
Yeah, we've fixed some of the issues.
Okay. Which issues were those?
So if you start with what I call page one, at the top it says accessible features maintained. So this past skip, then down to building numbers visible from the street. That was a
Yeah.
fail, but I didn't know where the numbers were, so I didn't point them out, but they are there,
Okay,
visible.
all right.
And the next one was
CO2.
CO2 detectors. and I just bought 8 and they're waiting to be installed.
Okay.
Installed meaning hardwired or?
No, he said they didn't have to be
They
had.
didn't, okay, I just wanted to just clarify that.
Yeah,
Exit doors functioning correctly? Correct highway, they want to put push bars on something on them?
yeah, so that's been, we can get somebody to do that, and it's in process. So maybe it'll be done at the beginning.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday it should be done.
beginning.
We have all the parts already.
Okay. Is that a replace of the deadbolt that's on there?
Yes,
Okay. Sorry.
Fire alarm testing?
yeah, and we don't have a fire alarm system. So I don't know why that's there.
Yeah, we haven't, never had one.
I don't recall the fire alarm being an issue.
That's like the smoke
Fire.
detectors, we've never had them before either.
Suppression system.
And they never questioned it. The suppression system, it's all to do with our occupancy on how many people we have. Our hall's been shut for many years at the moment. We're trying to get our occupancy lowered to 99, and it's in the works right now.
So, what are you guys doing here with us today?
Visiting,
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we
Hey,
appreciate
no.
that.
hoping to get our license.
Yeah, well, you can't give it to you until the fire department and the building department.
They all pass, right?
Right, yeah, we need the blessing from the fire department and obviously the city.
Do we have to have a meeting here to pass? So if they pass us next week, are we good to go?
They get back in touch with the office here and,
Yeah.
Do we have to have a special meeting for that?
We
I
can,
have a concert next weekend.
if they give us, well, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
the tights. I was gone on vacation and this and that, and we've never ever failed for these things before. These are all new things, you know?
well, we haven't had any problems at all over the years with these guys, have we? To speak
I
of.
mean, the application, there's a deadline to get things going so that they can do their job and get the inspections done. When you wait till the very last minute,
Well, it's
It
it's
makes
not,
it
it's not,
difficult.
yeah, but it's not
I
open.
know, but you're in charge of it and you live in Gardner and run it, so I mean, you gotta get that stuff going ahead of time.
Yeah, we have to have those seasonals in, I think it was March 1st. They
Yeah,
have to be in by, no,
Yeah.
right,
First.
with the 31st. Yeah, because I have deadlines that I had to meet with the state too.
Right.
But like I explained, the quicker you get things in, the quicker we can get things moving. Same thing on the schedule with building, just in case we were to run into any issues like this. You never know.
Right, so I didn't even think about that, so when they asked, when do you want this appointment, they first seemed like there would be no more snow, we wouldn't have to plow to get anybody in there, and be able to have to shovel to get in the doors. And I don't live in Gardner, just for the record. So,
Yeah, I mean, our hands, it's basically tied until we can get the approval from the fire department and the city.
Buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's all the inspector
let me
guys.
just go through the list just so you know. So, the doors were a big issue, then we don't need a fire alarm, I don't know why that failed. You know, I think we do. Fire extinguishers have been tested and, you know.
So they were
we did.
recertified this year?
Yeah, Dave just did it the other day. I had him come down. That was my fault. I should have had him come earlier. I talked to him about it, but I didn't set up a date.
We get number 3, the illegal deadbolts, that will go away when the door is, gets a push bar.
Okay, so that's in replacement of the
Yeah.
push bar is in replacement of the illegal deadbolt.
That's it.
Knox box. Did you get
Well,
that? Do
having
you
learned
have
what
one?
that, having
Yeah,
learned what
we
that
got
was,
one.
we
We
bought
never
it.
had one before, you know?
So you have one now?
We bought one. We just haven't installed it. I just
You
don't-
haven't installed it?
No, I will install it within the next couple of
Make
days.
sure they tell you where they want it,
That's what
okay?
I'm thinking that they probably want it out at the gate, but, because we locked that gate in the wintertime, but then again, there could be 2-3 feet of snow in there. You know?
Yeah, I would get clarification from them and the fire department.
Before you go and install it.
The other thing is, I called them on the other day and neither one could answer us with the smoke detectors. If they all had to speak, like in an apartment building, if one goes off, it sets off the other ones. But nobody could answer that.
Those
So
are wired, those are hardwired.
Hardwired, yeah. But I guess they make them even batteries.
Questions.
Yeah, you'd have to ask them. So on here it says smoke detectors, so they know that there's no smoke detectors.
Right.
You
We
currently.
gotta install that.
Okay,
Yeah, so there's one area that says smoke detectors, and then the other area you'll see, is,
Kathy,
Gotta
what?
jump down a little bit here.
Yeah, So the one that has the foam plastics at the top,
Yep.
on that page? Because we went by knock boxes. Foam plastic. Page 3, I call
The
it.
knock boxes on page 3.
Yeah, the knock boxes, and we talked about that. And then the other one down the bottom, posted certificate of inspection. Well, we didn't get one, and unfortunately, last year's was at home with me because we were painting that room, so I took everything down.
There was an emergency light that was repaired too. It was done,
So it's good.
Bathroom vent fans working.
So sanitary
Yes.
facilities, let's go to there. So it says bathroom vent fans were not working. Had I turned them on, they would have been working. So
The
that's
switch
my
was
fault.
on.
What do you mean turn them on, the switch
Turn
or
them
power?
on, switch, yeah,
power?
power, yeah.
So there's power going into there?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a switch out in the other room when you go through the hallway, and that turns the lights and everything on in the bathrooms, on the inside bathrooms. As soon as you turn them lights on, the fans come on with them and everything.
So you have door closers that need to be installed as well?
just the one. So I don't know where this one, it's, you only mentioned one.
They all have,
Well, it looks like the ventilation fan functioning is on two separate,
Yeah,
there's two separate, it's kind of the same
yeah,
thing, but on two separate fails.
yeah. Oh, good eyes.
Bathroom vent fan's not working, and then down here it says bathroom vent fan's not working.
Yeah, and then the smoke detectors and. What else is it? Oh, something else.
So I would say,
Smoke and the sealed tube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there are
separate.
different pages too, yeah.
I mean, I can't promise anything for next weekend, so that's the tough thing, because we don't know what the process would be with them getting out there, but if you can get things done as soon as possible this week, and get everything cleaned up on this list.
Yeah.
And then reach out to them and, explain the function. I know you were going back and forth with emails.
Yeah, I do actually have a question.
Yeah.
In the conversation here, Rick Germano just said that you should have an evaluation done by a registered design professional on the building to determine the specific use and then to figure out the occupancy load. So have you looked into that yet?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
We've contacted Kinsey Engineering and we have somebody working on that.
Have they
That's
given anything
where
down
the-
in writing yet?
Sorry, I don't mean to butt in.
Jim
I
can
can
talk.
add to that if you'd
Yeah.
like me to come up and sign again.
Go ahead, speak. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free.
All right, Jim LeBlanc, full member of this. I did reach out to Peter Riggles, Mackenzie Engineering. I'm gonna be meeting him at 5:30 tonight at the house. I did do all the scale drawings of that building, just to get the ball rolling with him. So that is in the works. Being a member of that club for a number of years, I do recognize that there's been a lot of changeover with people. Every time you change over, you kind of lose things in translation. I think that's where they're at right now. I think their intent of coming tonight was just with hopes of maybe a temporary permit to operate outdoors only, keep the building shut down until the occupancy is resolved, the deadbolt, which I'm guessing probably gonna need a few weeks for that occupancy thing, but that, everything looks good on that to go in the direction that they needed to. The door, I believe the gentleman's fixing on Saturday. I did give them all the parts for that.
So what he's talking about is basically a one-day license from us.
right, or,
Well, the other thing, isn't there such a thing as a temporary permit from the building inspector until the work is done? So you could set a date?
That is an option. You have to, that's gonna be tight, trying to get that done by next week. I mean, you can try that and then
But, yes,
notify the clerk
right,
to
but
say
what,
that you were able to obtain that.
yeah, but what if there were, many other things,
These are safety issues, though.
Yeah,
I don't
that's-
think the fire department or the building inspector are gonna give them to you without the safety issues addressed
Okay.
and in place. Not a promise that they'll be done next week or anything like that. It's life and safety, so I don't believe that. I may be completely wrong, but
That would be logical, but the other thing is that we can't allow them, but we're not allowed to have anybody in the building. So all of our events, if you drive by on Saturday night and Sunday, you'll see everything's outside. So that's kind of like to dovetail into this idea of reducing the occupancy, that can't happen anytime soon, and maybe not even this summer.
Right. So the event that's scheduled to take place next weekend is an outdoor concert, and the only people that are physically in the bar area are the bartenders, and it's serving alcohol outside,
Through the-
to people outside through the
Yeah.
window. Is what you're
You
saying.
might have somebody in there moving cases of beer from out back to, in the cooler, to stock the cooler,
In the restrooms.
in the restrooms. But the outside restrooms, even the inside ones are doored from the inside too. So, and we locked them, they just got like a hasp lock. So, you know, you can't go all the way through if the inside door's locked.
So the access point from the outside as well.
On the outside. John, what do you think?
I think that they're gonna run into issues with, looking at Rick's email with the occupancy, like other clubs have had in the past, whether it's the bartenders are in there using the building, if it's set for that occupancy, it's gonna have to meet their requirements.
You set for 125,
Yep.
that would be the fire suppression system,
Right.
or fire sprinkler system.
Well, it says, because of the change, the building, you're required to do the following, have an evaluation done, and they're gonna determine what you need to do to change the occupancy, whether it's build an additional, like the closet, we had other clubs deal with. But until that's done, I don't think they're gonna allow anyone in the, to allow certain people in the building, certain, that's something you'd have to take up with the fire department and the building inspector.
I don't see, they've done it every year in the past, and allowed us in there.
Yeah,
No,
well,
building
This is
inspector.
new.
I know we have a new building inspector, and we also, we have other clubs that have been,
They've been suffering the same
it's
thing.
been going through this, they've been doing the same thing. And they've just had to make an adjustment, the only difference is they got their stuff in sooner, they got their stuff in,
Yeah.
before the deadline, so. I mean, if you put this stuff, work on this stuff together, you can ask him about the temporary license, and then if we have to, we could do.
We could do something, like it, and I'm thinking, to be honest, is you end up like, almost like a mobile unit from from your vendor that supplies for you. And you get porta potties or something like that to continue with your
For the
event, for your event, but I'm not feeling very, comfortable thinking that you might be able to get.
I guess the first thing we gotta do is see what Rick says, right?
Right, and
That's
that's,
the
yeah, 'cause
first
there's
thing
nothing
we
we
can
can do on our
All
end
these
until
questions
it's-
that you have as well with the pass and fail,
Yeah,
you need to know exactly what you have to do with this, and you can't,
well, he was very clear when I was with him, so I wrote it all down, except that I didn't turn the fans on. So I think that's pretty clear in my discussions with him and emails back and forth.
So our
Is
best
that
bet
what
is,
you mean?
yeah, but I mean, these things, I'm saying, these have to be corrected,
Sure.
and it's gonna be signed off, passed for us to
yeah,
go
so if I would do all them repairs this week, and have him see when he can come down and re-inspect, and then we'll go from there.
Mhm.
That's our best bet.
That's the best bet. I mean, we have to post the public meeting.
Yep.
Within 4 days, I believe it is.
4 days, so you need to know right away.
Right, that's why I said try to get it cleaned up as
So
soon
we
as you can.
contact him
Is it
tomorrow,
3 full?
you know.
3
forward on-
full? 3 full days?
3 full days.
Yeah.
So 3 full days, yeah.
So once we're pretty clear that everything is done, I would contact you or Rick.
You can contact Rick.
Yeah.
He would come and inspect.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
And then you
Let's
can
hear from you.
Once you have
You
the
have
city
to-
signed off, the fire department and the building inspector.
Mhm.
So let me know. I just so happened to go digging to check on the status because I knew that the inspection was beginning of May.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we probably wouldn't even be sitting here.
Okay.
So let me know what's going on. Keep me in the loop,
All right,
okay?
thank you.
And then,
We got most of the stuff done anyway.
oh, that's the thing, if we can get it, and we're just trying to help you, so if we can get this,
Yeah.
if we can get it posted, and we can get it posted soon enough, and it's got the blessing from everybody, then we can have a special meeting, we can
Right.
get it in time, and then we can grant you the seasonal.
And I'll call the fire department tomorrow and see where they want that lockbox and everything. That way they can tell me
Where to put it.
where they want it.
Right, exactly, and that's what I would.
And they'll answer your fire alarm questions too, if they're gonna be hardwired or.
No, they won't. I already called them.
Well, they're the fire department. You're
I
not
called
gonna
the,
take them
I
to-
called the chief, and the chief told me to call Mark. So then I called Mark, and Mark said, well, you gotta talk to the building inspector. But I had Kathy email them, but I haven't heard nothing back yet.
Okay.
You know?
All right, well, I would just start with the checks in the boxes there, and then, you know, we would kind of be like the third place, you know,
Okay,
to move forward with it.
that works.
Yeah, look, you will last.
Yeah, we,
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Just to clarify, when you said, well, gee, if you want a one-day permit or a.
Well, I'm just thinking how, you know, trying
Picking
to,
outside.
yeah, one day license.
Yeah,
a one-day license, but everything would have to
I'm
happen
not
outside the building though.
I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if you can do a one-day license on premise where a seasonal or annual license is held. I'd have to check.
But currently, they don't have a seasonal license right now.
I know, but I
But
think,
it's on a piece, it's on a previous license piece.
yeah, I'd have to reach out to the ABCC, but I'm pretty sure that was just mentioned in one of my meetings. It's kind of like a,
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good to know, but,
I can
but
ask.
obviously, if
I'll
that
ask.
was the case and that did have a blessing, I'm saying if, then the building would be inaccessible. You'd have to bring in porta potties and a vendor to serve,
yeah.
so.
We don't have the wallet for
And
that.
that's a whole other thing. Correct.
No peeing in the pond, though.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, just keep the lines of communication open, and Ash is very good at
Yeah.
keeping us posted, so.
I have another question. This is the first time you've come to a meeting. Is it because of the 304?
no, it's not because, it was because you were questioning what your options are and you wanted the license. And so because we were having a meeting and we have it once a month, I figured now's a really good time.
Yeah, very good.
And we're the second Tuesday of every month, we meet, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, please, you're welcome. Good luck. Keep us posted.
You take care. Thanks, buddy.
That's old business. Any new business? Anybody like to speak on any new stuff going on?
I did just want to mention that Paul Johnson has submitted his
Oh.
application for a lodging house, and I just wanted to question whether or not that needs to make a meeting once all of it's complete, before the license is issued. So I've never done that.
Oh, so he's actually got all the information together?
Everything's all set. It really doesn't require that much,
Think about this.
but,
Every year.
so
I'm trying to think.
it's still going through the other departmental checks, so
Okay.
it's not quite at the approval in the system yet.
I mean, we can move it, we can have it
We'll
discussed
have it next meeting.
at the next meeting in June.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone will be together. So that'll work. Any other new business? Good.
Quiet?
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
Make a motion that we close.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion is approved. Meeting is adjourned at 5:02.